Sorry.
Seinfuck.
What do you mean you open the bottle with your thigh?
You big fucking jelly thunder thighs.
My thighs, thank you very much.
Oh.
And it's literally just like, I'm holding the mic in one hand. I've got the bottle here, Bushmills Original Irish Whiskey. Rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor. And then I dating the podcast immediately. And then I put the bottle between my legs and my office chair, and I screw the top off. Hopefully the audio is picking it up, and then I just do a little pour. This is my first drink, so don't actually judge me. Yeah, is Sarge concerned about my health?
More than anyone, more than me.
In that matter, why do you care about my health, Harper?
We're both materialists, but Sarge has a focus on the humanities, and I quit before I got my undergraduate.
Oh yeah? What did he major in?
Fetch.
I wanted to see how deep you'd go with that before you made a joke.
Yeah,
I just gave up immediately.
Yeah, Harper's just making dog Barbie references immediately.
So we're gonna just jump right into the Barbenheimer review. Correct?
I have not watched either. I've been too fucking busy.
Well, it's been 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry about that. And I apologize to my fans, to the listeners, mostly to Sasha, our one fan.
Can we get something a little bit more heartfelt and pre-written, perhaps?
Oh, I don't have my ukulele with me, so.
Okay, fine, a little less heartfelt maybe, but yeah, if you don't respect someone who's experiencing joy, then it makes you experience that thing with contempt.
I don't know if that's a more modern experience for people, but yeah, I don't think I've hated things more quickly than when I see someone who I just absolutely either like you said, don't respect or just outright dislike, enjoy something. It's I don't know, I don't know how far it extends, but definitely extends to
association, it seems.
Yeah, guilt by association.
The fact that there are arcs is what's not to like about South Park these
days. That's true. In a non-serialized show, why are there arcs?
I don't give a fuck that Mr. Garrison has been pretending to be Donald Trump for 6 straight episodes now. And frankly, it's keeping me from watching.
Episodes or seasons?
The whole Tegrity Farms bit got old so fast because every time I was smoking weed with someone, they'd be like, "You need some weed with some integrity," and I'm just
that's so fucking annoying.
Please shut the fuck up. Oh please shut the fuck up.
Oh man, weed culture down in Arizona sounds fucking cringe. It sounds cringe.
Weed culture everywhere is cringy, dude. Stoners are.
You can't say that about my country, all right?
Malcolm is allergic to marijuana.
I'm not saying he's more experienced at weed. He's just has less assholes.
Listen, I'm a conscientious observer of weed, all right?
It's like you got a fetish for watching people smoke weed. It's yes, do it for me. I am Malcolm McLeod, the weed cuck.
Malcolm has a rag that he holds over his face while people smoke.
No, I can't actually be in the room or also start losing my voice.
It's even worse. You gotta watch it for a two-way mirror.
Yeah, he's in the Oppenheimer observatory chamber.
Exactly.
Observation. I said observatory like it's a fucking French word.
I mean, it's where they watch. It's a bunker, basically.
Speaking of Oppenheimer, so glad you brought it up, Robert.
Oh, shut the fuck
up. We're going to get into our feelings about the movie because I know you saw both, Malcolm.
Yeah, I did it on the same day. I did Barbenheimer. It was a fantastic day at the movies. And then I got very sick the next day. So
I haven't had a good theater experience, and I feel like Barbenheimer really would have like watching the two back to back really would have done it for me, but I just circumstances.
Have you seen one of them or have you not?
No, I have not seen neither of them. The last movie I wanted to watch besides Barbie and Oppenheimer was Asteroid City, and I still didn't get an opportunity then.
Yeah, my mom saw Asteroid City, and then she immediately texted me, goes, "I don't get it. I don't know what this is." And she was talking about it. She's like, "I'm so excited for Asteroid City." I'm like, "Mom, have you ever watched a Wes Anderson film?" And she goes, "Who's Wes Anderson?" I'm like, "Oh my God." Yeah, did he direct Scream?
I think because Asteroid City was like a wider reaching Wes Anderson. So, but this particular time around, I think a lot more people saw it. So you got a lot more people who were just like, what is this about? What's happening?
I feel like TikTok kind of like has ruined Wes Anderson a bit, like in terms of people being like, this is my life, but if it's a Wes Anderson movie, they don't do it very well.
I haven't seen that many of those. Is it as awful as it sounds?
It is, yeah. It's like 14, it's like just like early Gen Zers, like, 18, 19-year-olds doing mundane stuff, but like they're very specific with how they're framed in the camera. Sort of like, they're like, what if I tried blocking my TikTok this time instead of just dancing?
There's a lot to be said about the way Wes Anderson tells stories. I genuinely enjoy his movies.
Actually, there's nothing to be said about it. Which of his movies did you like the most?
Probably The Grand Budapest Hotel. Amazing movie. I watched, one that I think a lot, even Wes Anderson fans were kind of like mad about was The French Dispatch. I really liked The French Dispatch.
I am not a fan of Wes Anderson movies.
Well, because you lack culture.
Yeah.
No, I think you lack fucking contemplative abilities, like reflexive thinking.
Object permanent.
You're just upset that Wes Anderson discovered Owen Wilson and you didn't. All right, that's what
I was
just
angry.
Very much that he would have left Owen Wilson where he dug him up.
What?
What?
Owen Wilson, A-list
played
celebrity.
Owen Wilson his whole life.
You're shouting shit about Lightning McQueen?
I'm going to start with the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie.
Okay.
That's a good one.
No, it's not. That movie fucking sucks.
Why? Why does it suck?
Because it's all full of this prevalent aesthetic style from the time that is like, I want to describe this as like Barnes and Noble chic. You know what I mean?
Description. That's really funny.
Here's the question. I think it's like a chicken and the egg situation. What came first? Barnes and Noble chic or Wes Anderson style?
Whoever got the first anchor tattoo on their arm is to blame.
So sailors.
No, I mean in an
ironic sense. No, you're thinking of the people who got mustaches tattooed on their index finger. I get what you're saying.
That was later. I'm talking about people who swear that coffee was started in Seattle,
What? It started in like Turkey.
Oh my God. Why are you being pedantic right now? I'm trying to tell
it's funny the way you react to it.
What? I'm reacting. Is that good? Anyway.
Yes. So, it's complete bully logic. They wouldn't make fun of you if you didn't react to it. Wes Anderson wouldn't keep making movies if you didn't react like you did.
I have not reacted until this point.
At that point that implies that Wes Anderson is making movies just to wait until someone notices their shit.
When I first saw The Lighthouse, I thought Wes Anderson made the movie until someone disillusioned me halfway through.
Another amazing movie.
Yeah, The Lighthouse is a great movie. It's not a Wes Anderson movie, though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just a really
you said
movie.
it's another, like it was a Wes Anderson movie.
No, it's just another great movie. They're in the same medium.
Well,
Harper.
It's actually the first great movie that's been brought up since we started talking about this. But I said it a couple weeks ago. I'll say it now. Those movies are made for people who like to watch their wives get fucked in front of them from a closet.
That was the joke we made. Yeah.
That's not the joke we made. That's the truth behind it.
Well, what does that mean for me as a obviously an established in the podcast bull? What does it mean for me who likes the podcast? Is it just on in the background?
It means you're a decadent debutante that decries debauchery.
Any other alliterations you want to throw in there?
Where that fat fuck floated in from. Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. So how did you guys like Oppenheimer? I heard there was a lot of sex in it.
Listen, this movie, it's the horniest movie that Christopher Nolan has ever made. Here's the thing. I'm pretty confident Christopher Nolan has only had sex like 3 or 4 times at a time.
I'm just thinking about Christopher Nolan movies, how many sex scenes there are in them.
None. There was
one scene in the third Batman.
So Oppenheimer, if I could remember right, is never on top in these sex scenes. If he is, it's obscured.
Well, yeah, because then they'd have to show man ass, and no one wants to see that.
So
I thought for a moment
You want to see man ass?
you wanted him to hang dong.
I thought there was a moment in the movie that he was going to hang dong. Like I was like convinced.
You thought you were going to get full frontal from Cillian Murphy.
You wanted Cillian Murphy to hang dong.
I mean, if you're going to go full frontal, you might as well go full frontal in IMAX, right?
Oh my God.
Dude,
I don't want to derail it any more than I have, but do you remember the fucking interview that he gave where he talked about like faking orgasm?
I saw that recently because I was like,
yeah, I did see that too.
Because I was like,
so
what is
funny.
going?
Come on, guys, be honest. Have you ever
He's
faked
just talking
it?
himself up.
Come on, Malcolm. Come on, Harper. Have you ever faked it?
Someone said that Margot Robbie could play Oppenheimer, but Cillian Murphy couldn't play Barbie, and that's the difference.
That's wrong. That's completely wrong.
Cillian Murphy is going to be in the next Barbie movie. Like they make Barbie 2, Cillian Murphy will show up. Like because they're it's too good. This Barbenheimer thing is too good of an opportunity.
I am become Ken, boyfriend of Barbie.
So wait, does that mean that like Margot Robbie is going to like if Cillian Murphy is going to be in the next Barbie, does that mean Margot Robbie is going to be in the next Oppenheimer?
What next Oppenheimer? What do you mean next
I don't
Oppenheimer?
know.
It was a biopic.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know how it ends.
You know, it's 3 hours.
I know the guy's
like,
dead now.
Yeah, it's the beginning of a trilogy, right? Of like his life story.
Can you imagine?
It just ends with part 2 coming in 2026.
The atomic bomb will return. Can you imagine? Oppenheimer goes up to fucking who's another fucking war hawk that I could fucking pillory for this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say Truman dropped the bomb. Or who is the guy? Oh, Patton. He's alive then, right?
So it's War Pigs is the theme song. Patton's just like Mr. Oppenheimer, I presume. This summer. I'm putting together a team. If I can just spread my general thoughts all over your face for a moment.
You've never hesitated before.
Visually, very stunning film. And cinematically well composed. The cinematography leaves nothing to be desired, so to speak. Sound design in Oppenheimer is what really makes it strong. The explosions going off and feeling them in your chair is like a whole dimension that is required to view the film. It is narratively disjointed, however, and it suffers from multiple instances of like a confused sense of importance concerning certain events, and there are too many characters that aren't properly fleshed out.
I loved Oppenheimer, and I didn't think there was much of a flaw of the movie. It's 3 hours, and it feels like 2 hours.
It does.
You really lose an hour. Oh no, the dogs are in the apartment.
He's trying to get out of recording.
Oh no, they're oh no, the dogs. Oh
no, they're breaking down the door. They want money.
No, the dogs. They want my cash.
They want $20, Malcolm. Quick, give it to them. Good boy.
I really discovered I'm holding a lot of American cash.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's no good to you up there. You know, you could always just
you can always offload it down here. You know,
it's basically funny money to you guys.
We're just investing it for
you. Investment brokers.
Fucking opportunity.
Let me tell you, the horse's name is my Aunt Delilah.
My Aunt Delilah. No, but what I was saying is that like I haven't had like an amazing life-changing movie experience since Blade Runner 2049, and the sound direction of that, or the audio of that movie kind of just like, so you know, if it evokes something similar from Oppenheimer, I'm totally down as soon as I have an opportunity, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, you should do it. And ideally, you should do Barbenheimer. Go see Barbie and Oppenheimer the same day.
Which one do I watch first? Which one did you watch first?
I watched Barbie first. I think it was the right decision because I have spent most of the last week thinking about parts of Oppenheimer. And I feel like if I had seen Oppenheimer first and then went to Barbie, I'd be distracted thinking about Oppenheimer while watching Barbie, which, by the way, Barbie, you do like, there are things to like think about and take away from that movie, but for different reasons. The movie is so weird. I love it. I love that a movie that is that like high of a budget they put that much money in is as weird as it is. It also has the final line of that movie shocked me to my core. I could not believe that they put that line into the movie. Like,
really?
I was looking around, I was like, oh my God. Like my friends and I who I was with, we all just like, I can't believe that. I feel like if you brought kids to see the Barbie movie thinking like, oh, it's like a fun Barbie movie, your kids would just be watching it going, oh, what's going on? What? I would say that Barbie's not for kids.
Yeah, I heard that they deal a lot with themes like death in Barbie, unironically.
What was the fucking last time I've held $100 bill, Harper? I'm broke.
That is a new level of poverty, to say that you don't know what color the bills are. Strong woman.
Ice cream, so good.
Yeah.
Ice cream, so good.
Did I tell you I had a panic attack when I first found out about
You did.
this?
Well, you sent me a message that sounded like, is Harper having a panic attack?
I did. I had a legit panic. I was just like, humanity is so far gone, and we will never reclaim an ounce of the glory that we had becoming masters of the world. We are now reducing ourselves to being inhuman for entertainment. There's no hope. There's no justice. And then you said, well, she's French Canadian. And I said, oh, thank God she was never human to begin with.
Oh, she's French Canadian?
She's French Canadian.
Oh.
So it's not a big deal. She was never human to begin with. Pinky Doll is a French Canadian. You can rest at night knowing nothing was lost.
The problem is that we're going to become prejudiced against the French, and then we're going to end up on Sasha's notepad, which is called the Seinfuck Repeat Story Hall of Shame.
Can you read the topics from
There's
there?
at least two of these topics that I had to be reminded of like, what were we talking about? What is this? So just for context, when we record episodes, Sasha, who's our producer, edits the episodes, and there's times where we're recording where we'll repeat a story just kind of in the moment, and then he'll go in and be like, guys, you've already told this story, and then he'll cut that story from the episode before it goes out. We have gone down some rabbit holes where we've gone, and we've spent, let's be real, sometimes we're recording for like an hour and a half.
Sometimes we even record back to back, so we don't always know what we're talking about in the moment.
But yeah, so he has recently shared with us his Seinfuck Repeat Story Hall of Fame.
Shame.
I think you could also make an amendment and also add, this is just for Sasha, you could add like repeated bits as well, which would take me down a lot. I would be a very...
Malcolm's at the bottom of the hole on that one.
Currently, the list includes libertarian talk. When we bring up libertarians, we always talk about the same 3 points.
Yeah, Malcolm's got a really great book to read.
Yeah, I reference a certain book. We talk about like, oh, what about like age of consent laws? It's like a whole,
Who
the whole
builds the roads?
Yeah, it's a whole shtick. Then there is furry talk. I referenced someone I went to high school with who is a furry. I
get that probably includes the furries Harper and I went to high school with.
Yeah, it's going to include furries broadly, I believe.
Yeah, it's a furries broadly. I've talked about one specific person a lot.
We can only harp on them so much.
Sasha and I did go to high school, same high school, much like Harper and Robert.
If you go too far into it, so you might as well just say it's furries.
So he's just going to cut it if we describe it too much.
The next one, I personally had to be reminded of immediately because I was like, I actually don't know the reference. The way it's listed in the notes, which is ketamine cowboy.
Yeah, I guess that would fall under the repeated bits. Yeah,
it's my killer bit. It's the bit that gets a pop every time.
Yeah, so good it's on the Hall of Shame.
Shame.
so good they had to cancel it for the woke mind virus.
It's the Girls Gone Wild DVD advertisements of late night comedy jokes. Would you like a reminder of how it goes?
You know what, Harper? Let's save ourselves.
It's too good. It's too good.
It's too good. So? Save it for the stand-up. Save it for the feature performance.
All right. If I get a huge pop with the ketamine cowboy joke in a like legit comedy setting, you're going to have to pay me $100.
And then the next one was the Harper, the Ron Paul, let the puppies burn.
Yeah, so that's one. That's the next one, which is I don't feel like we talked about that a lot.
We've said it at least 4 times.
I remember distinctly Harper saying it several times, but that also just is included in the libertarian section because they're talking about Ron Paul.
A
lot of this you could round up into libertarians.
Oh, yeah, this is a merge. These are sub-points within
at least 4 of these.
A grade of our talk. Then there's me talking about getting drunk, blackout on vodka, and then showering with all my clothes on.
I don't think it's necessarily just vodka. It's just you have a lot of stories of showering with no clothes or with all your clothes on.
Yeah, that's because I have a thing called shame.
Shame.
No, the first time it's a funny story. The second time it gets a little sadder with each time after that. The good news is I haven't done that in about 10 years, so I do feel good about myself.
Nice.
We have, we can prevail.
We can prevail. This is not the civil rights movement, Malcolm. You're just drunk.
And then the final one is Harper getting fucked up on the Vortex bong and puking on some dogs.
See, that one, I feel like you've only told that story once.
I've told it twice.
Have you? I can't remember the second time.
I told it when I had to be quiet because it was like 10:30 when we were recording. I was just sitting there quietly in my chair, leaning back, going like, I got really fucked up on the Vortex bong, and I fucking puked my guts up on some fucking dogs. just like coughing into a microphone very close, like so it's thundering in your ears. They're fucking asthmatic coughs. So I was walking to the fridge to get some orange juice because I figured it would probably get me higher. And I was going down the stairs, but I had a lot of dog hair on the stairs, so I slipped.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
I slipped and I ate shit on the floor. Then my dog came up to me and instead of licking me, because I was hurt, it starts trying to rape my butt.
There is one glaring omission on this list, and it is called frog.
We can't omit our sponsor.
I feel like we haven't even talked about frog in a long while. Anyway, we've talked about it on the episode descriptions.
It's in every episode description, and we bring it up at least once per episode, unless I'm mistaken. Malcolm.
I mean, listen, I'm just a conduit. We have sponsors. Actually, this actually is good segue. Lead into the segue for mine, which is we're talking about ads and whatnot. I recently, I was clearing out my grandma's old place. She recently moved to a new retirement home. No, she's still alive. And one of the things that she has, or that she had, because they're now in my possession, is that I didn't realize this, but she owned about 5 to 6 magazines that are all dedicated to September 11th, 2001.
Oh, you've got one of those too? Yeah, I got that.
What the fuck?
I've got the Newsweek. I've got the New York Times.
Why do you guys collect that? That's so morbid.
I didn't collect it. I was 7 when it happened. My family did, and I just have it for some reason.
That's very morbid.
I've got the Newsweek in front of me. I've got, I believe, I don't even know which magazine this is. It's hard to... this one magazine didn't even dare to, I guess, title itself. It's just the 9/11 special. It's called September 11, 2001, The Day That Changed America. From, I guess it's God Bless America magazine. I don't know. Every page on the corner says
God Bless America magazine. Yeah, they only had one issue on September 11th.
And then I got People Weekly, which is, I will say this, the other 2 magazines that I have in front of me, they do not have ads. People magazine, they're doing a September 11th issue.
They put ads in this.
A lot of ads. So I want to just go through some of these ads, and I'm going to ask you, do you support the companies that decided that they had to have advertising in the September 11th issue of People Weekly, dated to, September 2000?
Well, obviously, that's a winning business strategy. Profit off of tragedy.
Yeah, so the big one, the first big ad that you get, it's a 2-page spread, is for the Hard Rock Hotel, Universal Orlando Resort. That's the first one. There is it's also, I believe, might be a cigarette ad, because it also has Newport. It's Newport Rhythm and Sound, and it goes, win a trip to the hottest dance party of the year.
I don't think you can even advertise Newports anymore.
No, you can't. And you know what? I wouldn't say that, like, let's win the hottest trip of the year a couple of weeks after 9/11 occurred. That would be
hot enough to melt steel beams.
That's exactly it. Too bad. I was going to submit. I thought, well, my grandmother didn't submit for the contest. It expired back in 2001. I also don't know if the Hard Rock Hotel still exists in Orlando.
I believe it does, yeah. I mean, the Hard Rock Hotel is
I know
pretty...
a guy who got kicked out of the Hard Rock for saying the N-word. I'll bring him on to tell the story. It's a doozy, and it's really funny.
Oh, there's a Playtex ad that's for 18
You are
hours.
talking about the worst shit. What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about the ads. You don't even...
The ads in the 9/11 magazine. What the fuck
No,
are you
I
doing?
like this segment. I do like this segment.
That's because you like watching paint dry.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I love Wes Anderson. Bring it around.
There is an ad for a... Oh my God, I didn't even know this show existed. There's an ad for a show that starred John Stamos and Melissa George, and it's called Thieves, and it premiered September 21st, 10 days after 9/11.
Let me guess, it wasn't a comedy.
No, well, it's got John Stamos, so you thought maybe it's a comedy. I have no idea. My favorite is that they recommend that you go to abc.com and then search in the keyword thieves. Then there's also every one of these ads for these TV shows that all have keyword and then the name of the show. There's also Once and Again, which is another TV show where the tagline was, whoever said love conquers all didn't have to raise 4 kids.
Malcolm, do you know who the most downloaded woman that year was?
Cindy Crawford.
Tori Wilson.
Ooh.
Who's fucking
there's a
Cindy
whole
Crawford?
article.
Who's Tori Wilson? Who are these people?
Listen, there's a whole article here about how Sarah Michelle Gellar went to, I guess she didn't go to New York. She went to Georgia to build a home or something like that. So that's a shocking.
You said ooh when you saw
There's no ooh about that, Malcolm. See, now I'm starting to follow more on Harper's side of this.
It goes.
Put the magazine down.
I'm trying to get some content in here.
I have content. I've been telling you I have content. You're just like,
well, this ad sure is
interesting. Let me put on my readers.
Listen, there's a Barney ad, which is very topical because we were talking about Barbie earlier. And it has the tagline, when they heard they were the same on the inside, they just had to see for themselves. It's not what they're doing, it's what they're becoming. And it's a black girl, it's a little black girl, a little white girl looking at themselves in a mirror.
Wait, Malcolm, send us a picture of this right now because it sounds really racist.
It was the 2000s.
It's shocking. It's on the cusp. I'm not gonna lie. It's on the cusp.
Those are the times, man.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay. See, the way you described it, I thought the white girl was looking into the mirror and then the reflection was a black girl, not two girls looking into the same mirror.
Yeah, I was going to be like me on Twitter or something like that. But
there's an ad for Wrigley's extra gum.
Malcolm, you're still reading ads from this fucking magazine.
Oh, there's a Malibu rum ad.
Why don't you open Reddit?
I'm trying to find the. Oh my God, no! This is better than Reddit. This is
dumpster diving.
This is pre-Reddit. All right.
I have okay. Well, I was gonna talk about a legitimate tragedy.
Well, you're not saying 9/11's not a legitimate tragedy.
Well, in the way that.
Whoa.
Oh my God! There's a God milk ad. I don't know which model this is. I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, it's Giselle. It's Giselle, Tom Brady's ex.
I am going to wad that magazine up and shove it so deep in your rectum that Newsweek will have to do a special report on the text printed in your colon.
Model behavior. Want strong bones? Your bones grow until about age 35, and the calcium in milk helps.
Literally just a got milk ad with Giselle.
After that, it helps keep them strong, which means milk is always in fashion. Got milk?
Say milk again, Malcolm.
Milk. Harvey Milk.
You said milk.
You totally said milk.
You're gaslighting me. Oh, a Starburst ad.
God damn it.
How many ads are in these magazines?
There's a lot. There's a whole ad for the 2000 Academy Award winning Best Documentary, Into the Arms of Strangers, Stories of the Kindertransport.
It's like passing highway billboard ads with my grandmother.
Like I'm driving into Vegas.
Wow, Lerner and Rowe.
Lady Speed Stick.
Dragon.
Lady Speed Stick with Alloy. No, that's not how you pronounce it.
With Alloy.
Hello. With Alloy.
Special Alloy from the
Malcolm.
Open
Never
Anacondas.
They've got a Yoplait ad that says yogurt for the Go Girl. Express A from Yoplait. It's yogurt in a tube.
Bro, can I please just do my segment at this
I
point?
didn't realize, and because and it's thanks to this magazine, that when they made Yoplait like the Go-Gurts, now they rebranded as Go-Gurt shortly after this, that they initially went for it as like this is the woman's yogurt. They want tube. They want to suck it from a tube. Very sexual. Oh my God! There's another TV show that premiered on Fox. Again, same time as Thieves. September 21st. It's called Pasadena, a family drama.
Sasha,
You may envy their money, you may fear their power, but if you ever uncover their secrets, they'll bury you. This is a great.
Okay, yeah, Pasadena. They're probably serial killers. Who fucking cares?
There's an ad. Listen, guys, there's an ad for a book that's called "The Cat Who Will Live Forever." I think he's dead. The Final Adventures of Norton, the Perfect Cat and His Imperfect Human. Peter Gethers, author of "The Cat Who Went to Paris in a Cat Abroad." I can't believe and it's the tagline is whoever said cats have only 9 lives never met Norton. Jesus Christ. Wow, what a find.
Pasadena lasted for 1 season, and it has Allison Lohman as Lily McAllister, initially a naive young woman who witnesses a stranger's suicide and begins to investigate the secrets behind being hidden by her own very wealthy California family, the Greeleys.
Oh, I got that daily vegetable thing down yet. There's a V8 ad. This is great.
This is not great. Malcolm, why are you doing this to us?
This is the lowest we've been. We can only go up from here, thankfully.
Pasadena was canceled. They shot 13
no one cares when it was canceled. No one gives a fuck how many episodes were shot. No one fucking cares about Pasadena. Shut the fuck up. Let's do my segment.
We brought it up.
There's a Honey Nut Shredded Wheat ad, but it's designed.
Malcolm, I am on an express flight to Vancouver.
Yeah.
I will find you. I have a skill set.
The ad is like there's like an airplane tray tables down, and it says 5% filling. It's got some pretzels and then like a glass of sparkling water.
Do we need permission to run these ads?
And then 100.
Do we need permission to run all these ads?
Public domain.
No, it's not.
Yoplait is not public domain. It's still very much a company.
But do they still make Express A? Yoplait?
I don't know.
Oh, there's an ad for the dictionary. Oh my God, I've got to finish.
There's going to be an ad for my dick in your ass, my guy.
The folks are sending you to college without compune. Okay, I can't pronounce that word.
I mean, smartphones didn't exist, so I guess
I am steps away from your apartment building.
The folks are sending you to college without
Malcolm's door.
I can't even get through the ad. It's a Merriam-Webster's dictionary ad. It says make reading and writing easier. For precise, you can go to merriam-webster.com. This is the beginning of.
Did you look at any of these ads before you started talking about them on the podcast?
No, this is the first time. These are live reactions.
Just like, yo, let's find some fun ones to pick out.
Easily the most angry I've been on the podcast.
I think
we need to move forward to get close the magazine, put it down. I have a killer segment. This week. Please. I was going to acknowledge the passing of.
Sorry, I was going to say there's one more. This is the last ad. This is the last ad. It's a Campbell's soup ad, and the tagline for this ad is 10 soups with the power to turn ordinary kids into vegetable lovers.
Yeah, more like 10 fucking soups with the power of turning kids into vegetables.
So anyways, I just wanted to shame.
Salt content is so high.
I just wanted to shame all those companies for buying ad space for a 9/11 magazine, because 9/11
They
is
probably bought it before it fucking 9/11 happened, Malcolm.
It's such a corporate apologist. All right, you're.
Harper, what is your segment before you murder Malcolm?
Well, first of all, Malcolm, I wanted to take a second to acknowledge the tragic passing of Rocky Wirtz.
Fuck that guy.
We can all spit on him. I'll
spit on his grave. Fuck that guy.
Why don't I know who Rocky Wirtz is?
Rocky Wirtz covered up a sexual assault.
Oh, hockey. God damn it.
Do you want me to read more ads, or do you want to talk about hockey?
No, I want to hear Harper's fucking segment, Malcolm.
So now that we've acknowledged the passing of that dirtbag Rocky Wirtz,
may he rot.
May he rot. Long may he rot. Woe to his family. Let's play my top 5 video game asses.
Number 1, Solid Snake.
I can't believe you guessed number 1 immediately.
No, you did not.
I am dead serious. That's a point for Robert. That's a point for Robert. It's true.
Yes.
Is Lara Croft Tomb Raider on there?
She is not. If it was the best tits in video games, you would have number 1.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And he guesses at number 2, Robert.
Oof. Wait, that was like legitimately number 1. Are you not even fucking with me?
I'm not joking whatsoever.
Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, there's only one man ass on this countdown, unfortunately.
And I got
Solid
it.
Snakes. Colonel,
I'm clapping my cheek, or I'm trying to sneak around. The guards keep hearing my ass to the clap of my ass cheeks.
Number 2.
I can't even do it right.
Number 2.
I'm just trying to think of like other
asses in video games,
like games where I'm thinking of like the girls. I like. Does the Night Elf in World of Warcraft count?
No.
Damn it.
Is Harley Quinn?
No.
Oh.
Harley Quinn in Arkham Asylum? No.
Oh, is it the Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect 2 and 3?
No. Honorable mention.
Bayonetta?
No.
All right.
Is it Widowmaker from Overwatch?
That would have been a good one. Honorable mention.
There's just a lot of honorable mentions going on.
No, well, it did make the list.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Donkey Kong.
You said there's only one man ass.
Donkey Kong
is a monkey.
He wears a tie.
Yeah.
What else do you want for gender confirmation?
Avril Lavigne wore a tie.
Is it 2B from Nier Automata?
Ooh, honorable mention.
How many honorable mentions?
Well, you're hot, but you're not on it.
How many fighting games?
There's 2 from fighting games.
2 from fighting games? 2?
Oh, is it Tracer?
No, fighting games. Tracer's ass got nerfed on release as well, so no.
It doesn't count.
Oh my god.
There are 2 entries from Street Fighter.
Oh shit.
Oof. Chun-Li?
Chun-Li is number 2.
Oh.
I have 2 points.
Robert has 2 points.
Malcolm.
I don't know video game character names in fighting games in particular.
It's incredible. How do you use the internet without seeing these asses every day? It's beyond me.
I will say, Harper, you are a little more of a connoisseur of that era, that section of the internet.
Shut up.
I was recently ashamed for the fact that during the pandemic I lived alone and I was pretty self-sufficient and comfortable because I was on Discord every day talking to lots and lots of people. And a friend of mine who was not on Discord but was just hanging out with his girlfriend was like, "Man, you were alone. Like I was worried about you. Like how did you get through that?" And I was like, I'm talking to tons of people, and it's like, yeah, but you're still alone. And it's like,
that's
don't you
not
want
how that works?
Yeah, it's like, don't you want like a little hug once in a while? I'm like,
no,
man. I'm here.
I am so desensitized to human contact. It's beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
My mom gets like that sometimes. She'll call me and be like, "But you don't go out as often, and babies can die of being touch starved." And it's like, I am almost 30.
That is some fucking 1990s fucking hokey fucking shamanism.
Yeah.
All right, your time is up, unfortunately, on the list. Number 1 is Solid Snake. Number 2 is Chun-Li. Number 3 is Cammy.
Cameo was going to be one of my choices if I had the opportunity.
Well, you won. So number 4 is Nova from StarCraft 2, and number 5, Alex Straza from Heart of the Swarm, specifically, or not Heart of the Swarm, Heart of the Heroes of the Storm.
I will say this: I had no chance at this game. I had no chance. This was rigged from the start.
It's my personal punishment to you for making me sit through what is potentially 15 minutes of magazine ads from 2001.
Just the word, like one joke. There was one joke per like 10 ads, Malcolm.
I was seriously struggling to understand what was going on. I was confused.
Yes. This is what I wanted. This is the chaos I was looking for.
Well, guess what, Malcolm? People have to enjoy listening to the podcast.
I'm gonna pay for a cameo from Bertuzzi to call you a hack for that.
Is he on?
How much is that?
Cameo?
Yeah.
Probably, dude. I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. There's nothing more shameful in life than paying for a cameo. I'm sorry.
Receiving one's pretty bad.
Like receiving one is in like having someone request you.
If someone purchases you a cameo, it's like they're purchasing it for you because they think it's something you'll like. But if you're someone who doesn't like it and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this video of Jim Cornette calling me a sorry sack of shit? You know, like.
Here's a question for you guys. Would you rather be like an NPC or a VTuber streamer, or you hire like the highest earning cameo celebrity? So you're like the guy on top. So like you got to make like, I don't know, 20 cameos a day, but you're charging, like $200 a pop.
I'd probably do the cameo one just because, like, when you do the streamers, you're doing it for like hours at a time.
Hour and a half easy.
Yeah, but you're going to have to do these cameos for like almost the same amount of time because you're that popular.
You're going to make an hour-long cameo.
Cameos are only like 30 seconds.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that you're so popular on Cameo that you're going to be spending all those hours making, because you're constantly
an hour and a half doing NPC streams or an hour and a half doing cameos is what.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to divide it out.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You do multiple takes.
No, you
and
said
like that.
Doesn't matter. But anyway,
don't make me read another ad.
I'm sorry. I
didn't.
I really did. I'm sorry.
That's my threat now. It's like I'll just pull out the ads.
It'll be the fucking Harper and Robert show if you keep fucking talking about the ads.
You're threatening to kick Malcolm off. That's never gonna happen. Don't worry, Malcolm. Please don't read another ad. So.
I was just saying, like, that's kind of how you different. Would you be more comfortable with custom content or like predetermined content?
Yeah, look, bro, when you're talking like that, there's no Subway Surfers going on underneath what you're saying, so it's really hard for me to focus.
Yeah, there's not someone cutting up soap, so it's basically just tune it all out.
Have you ever seen there's a sketch I saw that was great where it was like the Subway Surfer, and they're like, it's these two guys and they look like they're just talking on a podcast. Like about some like nonsense, and then all of a sudden they look down, they're like, I think the Subway Surfer is dead, and then they're just looking down. The Subway Surfer has been hit by the train or whatever.
Jesus Christ,
that's pretty funny.
You've
seen the ones where they're just like, hey, are you watching fucking Subway Surfer gameplay while we're talking? That is so fucking rude.
That sounds like almost like an ASMR bit that you could do. It's just like start it off just do the tap with the fingernails on the microphone, but have Subway Surfer playing the background. And then all of a sudden they kind of realize and talk to like, wait, are you fucking watching Subway Surfer right now? Is my fucking conversation that goddamn meaningless to you? Anyway, life's a nightmare.
Yeah, well, it's we're hurtling towards our own destruction.
Yeah, I will say this: when we eventually go from an audio experience to a visual and audio experience, we will have so many clips with us in the Subway Surfer. Don't you worry, that collab is coming up. All right.
Yeah, we'll also have one where people are like picking at their toes or cutting soap or
not the toes. We're not doing
chickens. I have no idea what kids watch nowadays.
Well, fine. We'll play clips from the long canceled show Pasadena.
Yeah, the 4 episodes that got released will really keep people enthralled.
Instead of the 2021 movie Coda,
There we are.
Oh, nice.
Did any
nice.
movies come out in 2021?
I was gonna say I'm trying to Google it, but
we were kind of in that weird position where like movies were being held because of the pandemic. I mean, there were some movies from 2021. Spider-Man: No Way Home was out.
I guess I talked about it earlier, but The French Dispatch came out at the same. Oh, The Green Knight. I really liked The Green Knight.
I have breaking news.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, really? You got to make the noise.
No.
Breaking
Justin,
news.
Justin.
Thanks, guys.
Calling all Justins.
This from Variety. Variety has revealed that Mattel executives want to essentially create a cinematic universe following the success of Barbie, with 14 properties already in active development. Barney, Polly Pocket, Hot Wheels, Magic 8 Ball.
Do you know who's going to direct?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Christmas Balloon.
Yeah, they had a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie. It was called Real
American
Steel.
Girl,
It had fucking what's his name in it?
Matchbox, Wishbone, Major Matt Mason, Masters of the Universe.
I hear you talking about this, Harper, and I agree that it's tragic. But you know what else isn't tragic? Beating these people with sticks.
Here's the thing. Do you know who's directing the like Polly Pockets movie? They've already announced who's directing.
Oh yeah, is it Wes Anderson?
No, it's not Wes Anderson.
Christopher Nolan.
No, it's a female director. It is Lena Dunham.
We're so done.
So they just want people to be mad at this movie?
Yeah, it's bait. Isn't Lena Dunham the dad's Google history woman?
Lena Dunham is the creator and the star of Girls on HBO.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, Lena Dunham, isn't she the one that wrote that book?
I
The one where
mean,
she revealed that she like abused her little sister.
I believe so, actually.
Yeah, I spit on you. You know, I hope you get.
Get it? We're really gonna have to cut this.
Anyway, let's talk about something more positive.
More positive, besides the soullessness of
How about some
Hollywood and
affirmations?
the,
we'll go
you
around.
know,
We'll share an affirmation one at a time. You ready, boys?
oh yeah. What are they?
Am successful and powerful and totally not fat. You go ahead.
Well, that's
Robert.
just not true for me. I'm sorry.
You don't think?
I am not successful.
Oh, I thought you were saying that I was a loser, a fat loser.
No, Harper, you are more
Say that.
successful than me because you're just happier.
Malcolm, he's bullying me.
Listen, you're a fat winner, all right? No one can take that away from you.
And I'm a skinny loser.
No. Well, it's maybe. I don't want to say. No, you're a skinny legend. You're a skinny legend.
I'm a skinny legend, the only skinny bull in Hollywood.
You know, praise king. You know, that stuff. Right now, your attitude is not main character energy. All right, I'm looking for
fuck off.
I'm looking for some energy. All right,
this has been really like Gen Z fucking bullshit. This has been the theme for this episode.
I have nothing but problems.
Nothing but problems. This is called. Yeah, this episode is Harper descends into a heart of darkness.
I haven't seen Heart of Darkness since I was 14.
You mean Apocalypse Now? You're looking for
yeah,
Colonel.
The novel is Heart of Darkness. The fucking movie's Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, he says he hasn't seen it, and then he says, "Oh, well, that's the book."
Fucking read Bull. I've read the fucking book. I've seen the movie. Yeah. I fucking mix them up. It's like fucking The Body and Stand By Me. You fucking asshole.
I didn't double feature Oppenheimer with Barbie. I double featured it with Apocalyptico. The overwhelming white urge to see the ending of Apocalyptico, where they're washed up on the shores, you know, and the guy's about to get killed. Like Jaguar's paw's finally about to run too far, and the guys are about to kill him, and they see the Spaniards, and they get the close up of the Spaniards roaming in with the priests, and like as a white viewer, you're like, "Ah, you're fucked, buddy. You're fucked now."
I forgot that's the end of the movie.
Wait, is that the actual end of the movie?
Yeah, see the Spanish show. Mel Gibson wrote that movie. To be fair.
I can't. That is insane. That's like the ending to Remember Me, where it ends with
That's going on the list of
Just an
shame.
overt reference to history. It's like if they ended that movie 1917 that came out in like what 2017 or something like that, the one that was shot in like a single take, or at least shot like it was a single take. That's like if they ended that movie and had a post-credit scene with Hitler in it. It was
Malcolm, can I talk about this with you before we end the podcast real quick, Malcolm?
Yes, you can.
How do you feel about that scene in Oppenheimer where he's just like, who are the votes against? And he's just like a young guy from Michigan trying to make a name for himself. He's like, who's the name? And he's like, Kennedy. John F. Kennedy. Like he says his whole name.
He delivered, that actor delivered. So this is like a very minor spoiler, but yeah, there's a scene where they like talk about like there's this vote that happens, and then they name drop JFK's name as if he's going to show up in the movie and be like an important part.
Can you imagine?
Like Marvel style teaser. They're like, it's a junior congressman junior senator from Massachusetts. Yeah, and it's just like then they just name
Massachusetts. That's right.
Jonathan F. Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy, John F. And then
oh
they're
my
like,
God, he walks into Oppenheimer while he's staring at the lake after Albert Einstein. He's like, Mr. Oppenheimer, I was wondering if I could have a word with you. I'm putting together a team.
I'm putting together a team. We're gonna stop the CIA.
We're gonna disband the CIA and scatter them into the wind like 1,000 splinters. I am John F. Kennedy.
I just want to say it would be so funny if they made like a Marvel style universe of Oppenheimer, but it's just like started being like just different like political figures through time, where it's just like every time it's like John F. Kennedy, that's the sequel. And then like it's like John F. Kennedy, they make them, some sort of reference, and they're like, we've got reports. There's a young boy who was born in Hawaii. I think he's going to be great. His name is Barack Hussein Obama.
It's just like a mom in Arkansas. It's just like, what's his name? Barack.
Yeah. So there's like an office scene in New York, and they're like, sir, there's a college kid who wants to see you. And the guy goes, quick word.
His dad's really important.
Yeah, his dad. I think his dad, and it's like the guy's just looking up. And it's like, yeah, what kid? Like, I'm busy, and it's just like, you need to talk to him. It's Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, I made a spectacle of myself at the office today because I got Tulsi Gabbard and Kamala Harris confused. And
okay.
Because I was just like, yeah, look it up. Kamala Harris was in a cult when she was little.
That is true. Nobody also, I just another thought. Was in a cult when she was little. Like, I think it'd also be funny. It's like you have one of the movies is like movie 6 or 7, and it's like set in like early, like late 2000s, early 2010s, and just like some like down and out like guy. He's just in a bar in like New York, and it's just like, he's just having this like cocktail. He's like, this cocktail is like really good. I just want to say, like, you're a really great bartender. What's your name? And then it's just like you see this woman. She like, like her, like she just like looks up. She goes, my name is Alexandra, and she goes, and then they go like, Alexandra who? And it's like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and then just smash your credits.
So what do you think they're gonna call this thing? I think it's some sort of Great Recession.
Yeah.
I really wish more historical movies ended like Marvel movies.
Just picture it. They're panning in on Richard Nixon. He's just like, well, Agnew, I guess this really was the Watergate scandal.
I was going to do one where it was like, yeah, they're just like some office building in New York, and they're just like, sir, they've come to the streets. They're full of people. Looks like, and then this guy just takes off his sunglasses and looks like they're occupying Wall Street. And